Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to create a tech website, news website, sorry, tech news. And we're going to use the news API. And basically this is going to return us a list of articles that we can show in our website. So you can get the API key, it's free, just sign up for one of those. And we're going to walk through, and I'm going to set the timer here, and let's go. So first of all, I'm going to open my terminal, and then I'm going to say, as usual, npm create astro at latest. And I'm going to say dot because I want to do it in this specific directory. And we're just going to use the minimal template, install dependencies, and create a GitHub repository. So we'll wait for all of that to go through. While that is going, I will create a new .env file, and I will say news API key, and I will add that from here when I get that. I'll obviously do that off screen. Okay, next we want to make sure we have Tailwind. So we want to install Tailwind and Vite, and we want to import that into our Astro config. Copy this. Okay, so now we've got that installed, and now we need to create a global CSS file. So source, folder, styles, and this is global.css. Okay, so that's fine. And then in our layouts, we want to make sure we import that. Import styles / global CSS. Okay, so everything's there. We're going to change this to Astro Tech News. And okay, we are ready to start. So the first thing, what we're going to need is some categories for our header. So what we're going to create is a header.astro. Okay, and this will just be a div with the padding of 4, and let's go black and white, and this will be a nav, a UL, li, and this will say home, and any of the other, I'll say home. Okay, so that's the header. We're actually going to put the header in the index, so we're going to change welcome to header and change it here as well, and header. Okay, so now if we clear the screen and we run npm run dev, and we look at the localhost, we should see we've got this home. Okay, excellent. So if we go here, this is say h1 text center Astro Tech News. And we're going to say text 5XL font bold. Okay, and the nav is going to be a class of padding 4 bg white text black. No padding actually. Let's take the padding away. And take the padding away from the other one as well. And we'll give it a border dash whack border dash b dash 1. Okay, so there's our home, and then we'll say text center. Okay, excellent. So now you can obviously do what you want. This is the home page. We're just going to give a margin bottom of 8. Okay, so there we go. And the same class, let's say padding 4. Excellent. So this is our, we'll change this, maybe say 7, make it text 7XL. There we go. So that's our page. And now we want to create we can delete this. We can delete that. And now what we're going to do in our index file, we're going to want to create to get some articles. Based on the news API. So this is what we're going to need to do. So what we can do, we can say, we can create a folder called utils, and we'll call it getnews.js. And we want to deconstruct this, so we'll say const base URL equals everything, and then const, and we're going to say category, or query, you could say whatever you want, equals we can remove all of this and the published at and the API key, and we can say const API key. Here we go, and that will be import.meta.env. We called it, where's the env? News. We have to call it, make sure it's exactly the same here. Okay, excellent. So remove that there and make sure that this is here. From dash details / get news, and okay, we'll rename it to get news because get new doesn't make sense. Okay, so get news is good. Okay, so now const articles equals await get news, and we'll just put in technology. Okay, so that's going to return quite a few. So what we'll do, go back to the get news JS, and we'll just put just after category, we'll put and page size equals 5. So we only get back 5 articles, but you could get back as many as you want, but that's there. So now we're going to loop through all the articles in the index file, article, so we know we're going to put any so that it will not give us this error. So we know that when we get back let's do a h1, and we'll get back the title. So we'll get an article.title. h3 article dot description. We have an image. The source will be article dot URL to image, and the alt text will be the title. Let's go with, we'll just say article dot title. And we want to say who it was published by, and so we'll say small. New date, and we'll say article dot published at dot to date string. So that will work. Obviously, sorry, I've got it running in the background. I'm going to stop it for now because I haven't added the API key yet. So we close that, and close that. Okay, now we're just only in the index file. Excellent. So we've got this small, and next we want to have a button. So we go ahref. Oops. Ahref. Sorry. Okay. So this one is going to go to the article.url, and we're going to have the target be blank. So that, and then we just say read more. Actually, we can wrap this in a div. And there we go. So, we wanted to say the author. So do another, into a span, and we say article.author. Okay, so we've got the author, the title, the description, the URL, the published at, and we're not going to do the content for now. We're just going to, that's all we've got for now. Excellent. So now I'm going to log in and get my API key. Let me just do that now. Okay, so that's all done. And if we refresh, we're going to clear the screen and say npm run dev. So if all is well, we should come back with some images. Excellent. So it's given us, so what we can do, we can actually change this into a component. Let's do that. So we cut that and go article.astro, and it takes in const image. Actually, it takes in an article. We say astro.props. So then we'll say article equals article, and we import that. Okay, so we should still get the same thing, but this time it's going, just takes in an article. So take the article and we'll basically say h1 class font dash bold, text for Excel. So we can say, okay. We'll put by outside there. So we say that's by, okay. And the description, we'll change it to a paragraph tag. And we'll change the into the H3. There we go. And we've got the date, that's fine. And the read more, okay, so the read more, we just need to add a class. It doesn't really look like a button, so we are padding 4, bg-black, text-white. Excellent. So there we go. If we open it up, so you can see these are very, very big. So what we'll do is we'll add a class to the article, the image, sorry, and we'll say object dash cover width full, but the height 48. So now it looks a little bit better. And what we can do is center it, and in the index of the articles, you can basically say, wrap it in a div, grid dash cols dash 1, and then we'll wrap that there. So that's nice. Okay, in the article itself, we'll wrap everything in a div. Yeah, we could call it article. Actually, instead of a div. We'll give it a class of shadow dash MD and margin 4. And we will remove the padding from the button. And we'll do a div class of mt-8 and mb-8 and padding 4. Okay, we'll put a padding around everything at the top here, p-4. Excellent. And now we can add more padding to the button. Excellent. So there we go. So we've got a nice, how long we got? Now 8 minutes. Okay. So we've got some nice here. So what we can do in the index, we can just say, we can change it to just tech in general. It changes it completely. So tech news. Awesome. And what we can do now is create a page. In the utils, we can create a new file called categories.js. And we'll make export const of categories. And that will be the basis for our Xbox. So yes, we've created this categories file. Make sure you have all the commas there. Okay. So now what we can do, we can go back into our header, and we know we want the home page. That's fine. What we're going to do, we're going to bring in the categories const. All categories equals categories. And it's going to bring in everything that we got from there. And what we're going to do now is map through those categories. Map. We're going to create a link to each category.text. It's going to go news slash, we're going to use backticks again, and it's going to say cat.text. Okay, and we're just going to change this to be a flex dash row justify dash center. No, justify between. There we go. And there you go. You've got these. Obviously, they don't go anywhere yet. So what we can do is go to Pages and add a new folder called News. Pages, new folder. We'll say News, and then we'll say square brackets category dot astro. Now it's going to be very similar to the index file, so we can just copy everything there, except the headers. Obviously we have to update the paths there. Dot dash, and obviously, yeah, so you have to go up more, upper level. And this time we're going to say that we want to get the static paths. So that's what we'll do now. We're going to get the parameters of the of this. So we're going to say export async function, and this is get static paths, and we're going to say return categories dot map categories.map, and we're going to say cat, and we're going to basically say params, and it's going to be category, which is cat.text. Okay, and we're going to say const there we go, const category equals astro.params, and we'll say await news category dot to lowercase. Yep, okay. Two lowercase doesn't exist. Okay, let's just leave it at that. So now, hopefully, when we click, it's a type error, reading of params. So, return categories.map. That's right. Export async fonts, get static paths. That's correct. Category cat.text. That's right. Remove this here. Type error. Okay, let's see if we can fix that. Turns out I was just missing a bracket. This is what it should look like at the end. So if we go back to home, it's fine. So now if we go to AI, it will show AI, gaming, it will show gaming, Nintendo, it will show Nintendo, PC, I've got PlayStation 1 for some reason there, and Xbox. Okay, so we can go back to our categories. So basically any category that we add, let's go PlayStation 1 here, we'll change gaming to handheld. And we change that, see it changes to handheld. Excellent. So we're only getting back, if we go back to our get news, we're only getting back, I don't know, page, 5. So we can change this 5 to 10. And if we go home, so now we should have at least 10. At least, yeah, as many as it can get regarding those things here. Handheld, okay, it's only got this one. So it will return back as much as it has regarding the category that you create. So there you go, there's a nice little website. Obviously you could add a footer with the same links if you wanted to. We could do that very, very quickly. Footer.astro. We can make sure that we import, actually we just copy this for now, and then go to layout and import the footer and add it to the bottom. So now we have it right at the bottom, and then we can change the Astro Tech News. I guess get rid of that for now. And change it the other way around. Make it tech grey 300 and text black. BG grey 500. And we go home. Actually, you know what? BG black, text white, and make sure everything is good. The layout, the footer, it's right. Doesn't seem to do it. Anyway, but you can add what you want. So this is our simple news website, created in under 30 minutes. There you go. Okay, so I had to get rid of the class that was on this nav here. They had the background, that's why the footer wasn't working, so the footer should be fine now. And that's all good. This I changed in the categories JS. This was handheld, and it should be handheld. So there was that, and everything else should be working. Okay. Oh yeah, I added these to the layout to Astro. Don't have to, but that's to make everything look nice. And after that, we are good to go. The header, so that's here, so it doesn't change. There we go. So now we've got, so if you added, let's say you went to categories and you added another one, let's say mobile, and you put mobile, there you go. So you can have as many as you like. You say Android, or so you can say Apple, say Android. You got mobile, you can say Microsoft, Nintendo, Xbox, you know, whatever you want. It's going to, if it's got any articles on that subject, it will create it for you. So there you go. So that's a full Astro tech website using astrojs. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe for more.